Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with the standard OU Live. We're going to be using a Band Zygarde team that Obi made. I believe there's an RMT of this team, but there is also a paste spin down below in the description if you guys want to check it out or use the team again. I've been seeing it a lot and I want to try it out myself. It has Adamant Choice Band Zygarde, which has been picking up in popularity, and it's very solid Zygarde in itself, because it literally just clicks 1,000 arrows. It doesn't have to think because it hits everything. Now, I'll also be linking the RMT down below. Let's go over the team real quick. Also, if you guys want to pick up the Beast Boost merchandise, only available until March 30th, so time is almost out to pick up a shirt, hoodie, mug, or sticker. Link is down below. But we got Defensive Defog Scizor, which is pretty much a staple since Metagross is so crazy. We have Adamant Choice Band Zygarde. Amoonguss with HP Fire. I'm not sure what the spread does. You have to read the RMT. I just like the team itself. But we have Defensive Zapdos, which is actually really cool because it beats all the HP Ice Landers running around. It beats Pinsir. It beats Feral Thorn Scizor. Scarf Keldeo, which is probably my favorite set on Keldeo right now, besides Calm Mind, Breaknet Blitz, since it actually checks Greninja and things like that. And then Offensive Gracium Z, Heatran. While this does trap and beat Feeny as well as Rotom, I actually don't think they're the biggest threats to this team, so I might make this more defensive, or at least have HP, because +2 Mawile is pretty threatening. And the fact that we do have Amoonguss as well as Zygarde, or even Zapdos, just to pressure Feeny with either Adamant Choice Band, 1,000 arrows, which is a 3 KO on Feeny, Giga Drain and Clear Smog, as well as Zapdos' Discharge. I'm not sure if I like the offensiveness of Heatran, but we're gonna look for a battle. Hopefully we can get some solid games in this live. This team actually doesn't fare too badly versus Stall, since Zygarde can 2-hit KO Chansey with Rocks Up always. It does 2-hit KO Sableye, 2-hit KO Skarmory, Clefable's rolls, but yeah, like, look at my opponent's team. It's just Zygarde food. I mean, what isn't Zygarde food? Because there's no answers. There's no straight up counters. Now, I think I want to lead off with Keldeo because something like Infernape or Garchomp immediately put me at a disadvantage. And if he leads off with at least Venusaur, I can just get up rocks. So we're going to lead off with Keldeo, as he does lead off with Garchomp. Nice. We'll just throw off an Icy Wind here. I don't want to mess around with this Mon. I don't think Mag will come in anyway. Even if it did. Basically, I'm just trying to threaten everything. And if I go for Icy Wind, then Venusaur, which takes absolutely nothing, might be forced to actually go for a Synthesis. But I'm going to go out into Amoonguss before going into Heatran. I'm going to pivot from Amoonguss and Heatran because I do want to scout for the Earthquake, as he does double out into Infernape. So very solid play on my opponent's part. Very solid. This could be Rocks, though I'm thinking it might be Choice Lock in some sort of way. How much does Amoonguss do in this game? Absolutely nothing. In fact, it's so useless that I'm just going to click Spore. It actually does nothing in this game. It doesn't beat anything on my opponent's team, but he doubles out into Celesteela, which is a great mid-ground play for me. Ended up working out. Zapdos doesn't allow Garchomp rocks outside of... Basically, it lets Garchomp get rocks, but it doesn't... It gets off heavy damage HP Ice. So Zapdos is just a great switch right here, as he goes out into Infernape. I don't know if he's special or not. I don't know if he has U-turn. I don't know what he wants to do. Basically, whenever I get in Zygarde, I'm just going to click 1,000 arrows and win. So we're going to throw off a Discharge. See exactly what he can do. I think he's Choice Locked just by the way he's playing. And he doubles out to Venusaur, so he's definitely going to go for Synthesis here. So we're just going to get up our rocks with Heatran. All these doubles running around. I want to weaken his team a bit. I want to take off damage. Not having to deal with Celesteela this game is amazing as well. So if he wants to stay in as a random Leech Seed variant, that's fine. I'll get up my rocks here as he goes Garchomp. I do not mind that. In fact, I'm thinking about just Bloom Dooming this thing just for damage, because I do have my Zapdos as an immediate switch in. So we're going to go for Bloom Doom here just to get off some damage, put him in range of Surf from Keldeo, HP Ice, and whatnot. God, that put him in range of everything. I love how I need to Heatran in this game, but I'll play the way I want to win. So Amoonguss, again, is pretty expendable in this matchup. And if my opponent ends up going for something like Outrage here and doesn't have like Dragon Claw or a Z move, that's completely fine, because at the end of the day, as again, I always have Keldeo right here just to click Surf, revenge kill this guy. Again, Amoonguss did absolutely nothing in this game, so I didn't need it for this game in particular. I don't want him doubling into Garchomp to catch my Heatran, which is something I could definitely see him doing. So I'm actually going to go right to Zygarde because I threatened that thing with the extreme speed. And also I can beat Venusaur 1v1 as well. So there's the double into Garchomp that I did expect. Just going to throw off an extreme speed here and knock out the Garchomp. Extreme speed is also great because with Stealth Rock up, I'll be able to chip away at Infernape and put that thing in range of extreme speed as well. The fact that he was Z-move, we know he was offensive. Also the fact that how much Bloom Doom did. So again, once Magnezone comes out, I'm just going to be able to click 1,000 Arrows. But Venusaur's going to come out, which is nice because this does give me my Heatran as a switch-in. And with Magma Storm, he's not going to be able to switch around versus this. Like, if he goes Infernape, it's in range of extreme speed after. So I'll definitely throw off a Magma Storm here, as Venusaur is now trapped. Well, it doesn't look like Venusaur is trapped, right? Because it's actually doing nothing. But Earth Power can potentially get Spadef drops, and I don't want to just risk miss Magma Storm when he's just going for knockoffs anyway. So we're going to get off as much damage as possible with this. He'll be trapped here for a couple more turns, waste a few Synthesis and whatnot, and just keep clicking Earth Power because he can't touch me. He's already down to 4 more Synthesis, and there's the Spadef drop that I was waiting for. So we'll go for another Magma Storm here because we did get the Spadef drop. I miss it. It's fine. He's still going to be taking a little bit of damage, and now it's going to be doing what, about 40, I want to say 41%, close to 41% to this Venusaur. Oh god, not if you get a crit. I get a crit on the Venusaur, but he went for knockoff anyway, so I would have been able to knock it out after with Earth Power. But Venusaur going gone is absolutely amazing to Keldeo. He doesn't have a defogger, and Keldeo is just going to be going to work. Keldeo is actually just going to be, it's just going to be so fun for Keldeo right now. Again, Zygarde as well. Once Magnezone comes out, he's forced to sack versus Zygarde. Infernape's going to come out, more than likely just go for close combat. I don't really care. I can just sack my Heatran. It did its job. I don't need it to... I literally don't need it in this game anymore because I'm so good versus Celesteela. Having Zapdos, and the fact that it hasn't burnt any sleep turns as well. Also, the fact that Zapdos kind of just runs straight on him. So, we'll go Zapdos here. Just click Discharge. I actually kind of want to Roost. No, I'm just going to click Discharge. There's no point. And Infernape is already -1 defenses. This is a Zapdos. This is a Zapdos that's going to do a lot. He burns me. I mean, it happens. I actually get a Para right there, which is pretty nice. Nasty for my opponent, but nice for me. And we can just knock him out with the next Discharge. I'm not going to Roost because if he is in fact Blaze, though, because he has Fire Punch, I think he might be Iron Fist. If he was Blaze, wouldn't have been the best for me. Also because he has Celesteela and Magnezone, I don't think that he has HP Fire on his Alakazam. Because he also has a Fire type, so let's throw off a Discharge here. As I can go out to Scizor and just click U-turn. I doubt he has HP Fire. It also shouldn't knock me out, even if it's Life Orb Alakazam from full. Go Celesteela, which means that I'm going to be able to go route to Zygarde and click 1,000 Arrows twice. I'll be able to click 1,000 Arrows twice, and I'm going to win the endgame with my priority, plus the fact that I have, Keldeo in the back. So straight down, knock down, and now this is going to do super effective damage. So Celesteela will go down to the Choice Band. 1,000 Arrows. Alakazam is going to come out. I don't even care if he doubles out to Magnezone. It's actually not even... It's a good play. Great job. But it doesn't win him the game. It doesn't win him the game, especially because he has to go for HP Fire, and he might even be slower. So I'll go for U-turn here. And the fact that I lived that is amazing as well because it gives me an extra sack versus the Alakazam. And I'll just be able to go for 1,000 Arrows right here. It's Scarf. Wow. But it gives me an extra sack. I haven't seen Scarf Magnezone in a while. It's so weak right now. That's why I don't like it. But it gives me an extra sack versus the Alakazam, which I can just sack my Scizor too, and just win the game by going out to Keldeo, clicking Surf, and then extreme speeding after. And that should be game because this will definitely put in range of extreme speed. Psychic can knock me out. He has to be light. I think he's Life Orb Zam at the looks of it. But I'll be able to go right for the extreme speed here and finish him off. Basically, I feel like I was in control the entire game. I guess the Z Garchomp threw me off a little bit, but I was sacking... Like, when I was dead set on the fact that Amoonguss did absolutely nothing that game, also on the fact that my opponent... That Amoonguss did absolutely nothing that game, and that that was going to be useless in the game. I played it the way I wanted to, or the way I needed to. Among Us is actually very good in this game. I want to lead off with it. Scissor's also really good. I want to lead off on Among Us because it gets a spore. I guess my opponent can knock me off with his Tangrowth. Let's see. I think Heatran is actually a better lead. Leads off with the Landorus. A little bit frustrating for me, but trapping Tapu Fini is actually going to be good in this game in itself. So we'll go Zapdos here. I don't know. This should be Rocks, so I kind of doubt he has Stone Edge. HP Ice is more likely. I could see Tangrowth coming in. I'll just HP Ice here though. I should be faster, but yeah, I'll just go for the HP Ice, throw that off on the Landorus, and weaken it if he says, if he stays in, if he decides to stay in. Then if he goes Nihilego, which more than likely might be Choice Scarf. Nihilego does give me my my Heatran as a switch in, and it does give me Rocks as well. So doubles back out into Landorus. I want to play aggressive right here, but I don't think I need to. I'm going to go right back on to Zapdos. It's still the best mid-ground play that I can make, as he just gets up Rocks. Again, I don't care if you... I don't care if you U-turn, I don't care if you double. Damage off on Nihilego is great. For Surf, as crazy as it sounds, right? Nihilego has great Spadef. So getting off damage on that Mon is great for Surf. It looks like he does have Assault Vest Tangrowth. We'll go Scizor here. They don't usually run HP Fire. I guess he could have HP Fire, actually. But it takes the knockoff, and also be able to tank anything my opponent goes for. So we're just going to defog away these rocks. As he goes Lando. I do beat Lando 1v1. Actually do. I think I want to put something to sleep though. I actually want to be healthier, so I'm going to go for Roost. I need to be healthier versus Metagross. That Mon is a problem. That Mon is a huge problem. This is the issue about having defog on Scizor and not on Zapdos. Though I do have multiple switch-ins to this Landorus, and I doubt he's running Stone Edge. Again, because HP Ice is just better in this metagame. I'll throw off a... I'm going to throw off an HP Ice anyway. I don't care what my opponent decides to go out into. Potentially going for Discharge might be better, but all I need is damage on Nihilego. Damage is all I need. Damage is all I want. I don't know if he specs or not. That's an issue. If it is specs. And I don't have Scald on my Keldeo, so I can't burn Tangrowth if that thing wants to come in. But I don't want to take a Power Gem either. Scizor does tank it. Scizor tanks. Because this is Stealth Arc, I'm thinking this is Choice. So I don't think an HP Fire is coming out. It's just annoying that I'm in the defensive, and I do apologize if you hear anything in the background. I can't do anything about people being here. Sorry. I'm not at my apartment at the moment in time. I don't want him U-turning. I think I'm going to go out to Mungus, because Mungus should be able to take 2 Earthquakes. From the defensive Lando. It does give Metagross the Mega. I need to just get on my rocks. I need to stop being passive and just get on my rocks. Buzzwole comes out, which I'm assuming is sub Buzzwole. That's why you were bringing it in. So HP Fire should be able to break his sub. If he subs up, I do have Zapdos to deal with it. So I'm gonna throw off a Spore here, as he actually goes for the Leech Life. So that's nice. We're able to put Buzzwole to sleep, and I'll just go Tran. He didn't switch out either, so this is great. He might be Focus Punch. I'll throw off a Magma Storm right now, just in case he tried to wake up. Yep, so I'm able to get rid of Buzzwole. Absolutely amazing for absolutely nothing either. Buzzwole was a threat for Zygarde. He has one more answer to Zygarde, and that is Tangrowth. Nihilego comes out. We'll get up our rocks here because I do tank Power Gem. I do take 1 Power Gem anyway. And I can Earth Power to knock him out. Do I want to? I'll go Keldeo. And then I'll double out into Heatran. I don't expect him to stay in. I could also double out to Mungus, but I'm going to double to Heatran because I want to... basically, I just want to pressure Tapu Fini. I guess he could stay in if he wants to. There's no way you stay in because if I have Scald, I beat you down anyway. Hey. If I have Scald, I beat him down. And I'm assuming it is Scarf Nihilego just based on the damage it's doing. So let's see. Then again, Power Gem to 40%. So there's a double into Tapu Fini. We could just throw off a Bloom Doom. No reason to predict. Thank you, friend. Appreciate it. I'll throw off a nice Bloom Doom, weaken the Tapu Fini. If he defogs, then Rock stay up anyway. And at this point, the Zygarde is in, the Zygarde is now. We know we're faster, and we would just click the 1,000 arrows because this move does not allow any switch-ins at all. I'm assuming he's HP Ice on his Nihilego as well. That's definitely something it could be. But Tapu Fini does die to hazards, and also at this point, physically defensive Zapdos is looking nice. Scizor with Rocks up does deal with defensive Landers. It also beats Tangrowth. Looking at it, he probably doesn't have HP Fire, and I also Bullet Punch Nihilego, so I'm not sure what he's going to switch into. I would love if he Landers, though. Just weaken it. Just weaken that Landers for me. Let me weaken it. Let me do about 20-something% of that thing with 1,000 arrows. But, yeah, sacking Tapu Fini is probably the best play he could make, especially because it just dies to Rocks, and that was his defogger. So, Tapu Fini is gone. If he wants to go to Nihilego, it doesn't knock me out with HP Ice and knock it out with 1,000 arrows, which does free up my Zapdos just a little bit versus him. I don't mind him going Landers either. I will weaken it. Tangrowth is his play. We'll just go Scizor. I don't know if he has... I think he has HP Ice. You have to have HP Ice because you're pretty weak to this. Yep. There you go. And we can U-turn here. As much as I hate to get a little bit of chip damage off on this Mon, having more damage off on Landers is better for me. So, we'll just go Zapdos right here. I really want HP Ice, but I don't think there's a point. I think it's better to... Actually, HP Ice is fair. Yeah. It's still good mid-ground. It's definitely fair. So getting off the damage is great. Nihilego again. It's already in range of BP. I don't want to go Scizor. I could see him going for the... I'm going to pivot into Amoonguss, because Amoonguss takes any one hit, and also if he wants to go for HP, Hidden Power right here, predicting my... if he wants to go for Hidden Power right there, predicting, or trying to predict my my Scizor or something, I'd be fine. But I could put something to sleep here. I'll click Spore. Because if Tangrowth comes out, best thing he could do is knock me off. I don't want him going Metagross either. I'm actually going to click Spore again and try and condition him to stay in, because I do have Scizor as a switch-in. So I'm going to click Spore again. Even if he stays in and knocks me off, that's fine. The important part is I get off a Roost with my Scizor, which will allow me to deal with Metagross. So I'm going to Spore again. I'm going to keep Spore. I'm going to Spore for at least one more turn before I switch, because I don't want him going Metagross before my Scizor ends up healing up. Yeah, so if you're so, if he really is persistent about doing this, now I'll go Scizor. As I switched out first, so he definitely didn't switch. And Scizor beats Assault Vest Tangrowth. It's not running HP Fire, which it kind of has to run HP Ice right now, due to the fact that Zygarde is around. It's just a giant threat. So I can see him going for U-turn right here. We'll make the safe Zapdos play anyway. We're still just chipping away. The only reason I'm not bullet punching Landers is because it does have Rocky Helmet. I don't want my Mon getting too weakened for that Mon. So there's the U-turn. Was a good play. I could have went for my own U-turn, I suppose. Metagross is going to come out. Ice Punch will be able to knock me out if he has it. Do I need this Mon though? I mean, I have Scizor at full, so I should be okay. The problem with this is it's not even the best check to a Metagross, because of the fact that it can just meteor mash for its 100% chance of having an attack raise, as it seems sometimes anyway. And the best thing I could do is hit it with U-turn, but U-turn should put it in Hydro Pump range. And again, Landers is still being worn down. Landers is still being worn down, which is what I want. Also, him having Zeb Headbutt leads me to believe that he does not actually have the... he doesn't have the... I've wasted a lot of roosts, haven't I? But him having Zen Headbutt leads me to believe that he doesn't actually have Ice Punch, which is good for my one Mon. He actually has HP Ice as well. Wow, it's interesting. It's cool. Anyway, right into Keldeo we go. Click that Surf. I always have a switch in, and Landers is still being worn away. Basically, I just don't want to take Rocky Helmet damage. I'm being a little bit over safe, I guess, or a little bit more safe than I need to be. He goes hard Metagross, which is probably the best turn possible for me, because I will be able to 2-hit KO him with Surf. That's amazing. and that puts him in range of U-turn. So I don't agree with that play at all. He had Assault Vest Tangrowth. I guess he got tired of me going out into my Scizor multiple times, but I think you needed to play the patient game and just start Meteor Mashing with Metagross at any given point. You needed as much health as possible to be able to take on my U-turns, and now the game is just mine. Like, the game is won. The game is straight up won. Because I always U-turn out into my... Landers is not a counter to me. I think he thinks Landers is a counter. I'm going hard Zygarde. And just clicking Outrage. If he doesn't knock me off, I'm good. If he clicks Earthquake, that's fine. Outrage should be able to knock him out, and also 2-hit KOs. It 2-hit KOs Tangrowth, knocks out Landers, which was not a counter to Scizor, by the way. I was only switching out because I want to make that clear. Landers is not an answer to Scizor. I was only switching out because I wanted to just get off enough damage on it so I could bullet punch it later without taking Rocky Helmet damage from Metagross. But we can go right out into Scizor here. I could just bullet punch a couple times. There's no point in U-turning out because Tangrowth is 2-hit KO by bullet punch. If he goes Nihilego on the U-turn, doesn't matter. Can't do anything damage to me. You can't recover up enough versus me. And Scizor just wins the game by clicking that BP. Good game, dude. So a few key turns. Buzzwole, just to wrap it up a little bit, not the live, but just this. Buzzwole going down was amazing. That was one of his answers to Scizor, which definitely would have been able to sub up versus me, get some beast boost. That was huge. Also, him just going hard, Metagross on Keldeo, being a little bit impatient. I think he needed to, like I said, keep his Metagross as healthy as possible and just start spamming Meteor Mashes versus like a Mungus or something like that to try and weaken them to the point of me going down to something like a +1 Earthquake or something, or +2 Earthquake or something like that. Anyway, I like Zapdos because Landers is very just good. He could be Continent to Crush. It doesn't OHKO me from full. It does like 97%, so we're just going to throw off an HP Ice here. Especially because his switches to Zapdos are so limited. Yeah, he got up his rock, so that doesn't matter. And we'll just throw off a Heat Wave here because it should be able to knock him out. Oh, man. Remember I said it should be able to knock him out and I lied? Yeah, I do too. Greninja comes out, this monster. I'm going to go Keldeo. I will be able to defog versus him, and he won't keep rocks up this game at all, but if he's Protean, I'm in a bad situation, and he gets a crit. No freeze? Oh, good. It's no freeze. We'll throw off a really pretty safe, I want to say, just Secret Sword here, and yeah, we'll just go on Mungus as a mid-ground play. Mungus, though Misty Terrain means I can't put him to sleep with Spore, I can at least Giga Drain here, if he wants to try and taunt me. It actually goes Landers, so that's great. So Landers is gone, which means no rocks right after I defog, and it's still basically a giant threat to him. However, he'll be able to go Greninja now. This monster. This straight up monster. Keldeo is still the best mid-ground play. I don't die to Ice Beam at least. What I want to do is actually double out into Heat Ram. I guess he could have Water Shuriken, but... Oh, he does have Water Shuriken. Oh, great. That's not good. That's not good at all. We'll throw off an Earth Power, though. As he goes Tapu Fini. Nice. Because I'll be able to knock him out with Bloom Doom after. I got a Spadef Drop as well. I'll be able to knock him out with Bloom Doom. I'm guessing Water Shuriken is his only way of dealing with me. So, we'll be able to knock out the Tapu Fini. Which is great for Zygarde. Again, Zygarde's just going to be able to click Extreme Speed as well versus my opponent. And Zapdos is also looking great. Zapdos is actually looking amazing versus this guy. And we're just going to throw off an Earth Power and break this Mimikyu's disguise. Zapdos is looking great. The Misty Terrain is a little bit annoying. I'm not gonna lie, it's just a little bit annoying. A little bit. But if I also get rid of Mimikyu, that means I could spam Extreme Speed later. He should SD up. Maybe get off a Never Ending Nightmare. Keeping Keldeo alive is also great for Magnezone to click Secret Sword. Though he does have 50 priority users on his team. At the same time, I'm not sure though if I want to keep it alive. Why do you go out to this if you didn't know what you want to do? Why do you just click this Mon? I know he doesn't want to risk Water Shuriken, which makes sense. Oh, he just goes for the Never Ending Nightmare. Alright, smart play, smart play, smart play. Agree with that play 100%. Great play, actually. We'll go Scizor and just U-turn on out of there. Just to get our Mega. Bust his disguise. If he goes out into Magnet Zone, I get to throw off 1,000 arrows. And Misty Terrain is almost off. It's actually done after this turn. So Zygarde will be able to come out. We're going to click Choice Band, Adamant, 1,000 arrows. I think everything gets to a KO. Like absolutely everything. And the fact that he wasted his Z move there is great for Amoonguss' Clear Smog. So 1,000 arrows. Magnet Zone is gone. You are not trapping me today. If you go Greninja, I would literally... he might get off a Spike, but I'm going Keldeo anyway. I don't think he'd be Spike's Water Shuriken though. I'm going Keldeo because I can Bullet Punch it. I can Bullet Punch it after with Scizor and also defog away these rocks. So I'm going to route to Scizor, and there's no way we are messing around with this threat. We're going to click Bullet Punch. Even if he went for Water Shuriken there, I didn't care. I didn't care. More than likely he has HP Fire, but I will defog away the rocks for my Zapdos. Yeah, that doesn't matter either. If he's SD U-turn, I'm fine anyway. We'll just U-turn out. We'll U-turn right out into Zapdos and just knock him out with the Heat Wave. I don't think setting up in front of a Zapdos when there's a Zapdos was the best play, unless you're like super offensive and you do manage to knock me out with a crit move right here. But that is not the case. We knock out Scizor. Mimikyu is going to come out. That is not the play either, because all I gotta do is click Discharge and I click Bullet Punch a couple times and Extreme Speed and win. Also, I paralyze him, so that didn't really matter. But yeah, I don't think this was ever the play. I don't know why he's setting up either, because I have Bullet Punch in black. I also don't think I don't even think he's gonna get off an attack here, to be honest. Look at that, Zapdos doesn't even care. I'm about to roost on his Shadow Sneak. There's no point. But all I have to do is go out to Zygarde, click Extreme Speed, knock him out. He's gonna go for Ice Beam and knock me out. I can even make some plays, but by going Scissor and going for U-turn on his Water Shuriken, so he can get rid of my Bullet Punch. But we'll go Zygarde and just click Extreme Speed, and Extreme Speed goes before even the rare Shadow Sneak, so he can't become a Coast, and that's gonna be good game. So nice, fast pace. Greninja's a huge threat. You saw how I had to play around it by switching. If he was Expert Belt Greninja, I probably would have just straight up lost to it. Wow, my opponent's team is really cool. That's so cool. I like the Chandelure. I like the Karen Black, Sharpedo. I also like the No Amoonguss answers, so I'm going to lead off with it and click Spore. At the same time, though, Keldeo is a better threat because it's actually something that threatens Karen Black. Lead Zapdos. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Amoonguss is just the best play all around. I don't know if he's offensive. I don't know. By the nature of his team, he could be offensive. I have no idea. It's probably defog though. Oh look, never mind. There it is. Can I see a Life Orb? No. Okay, I want it Brox. I'm scared. Kieran Black is coming in. Big Black Kieran. Go Chandelure. I guess that's a good play as well. Shadow Ball's threatening. Man, I'm going out to the monster himself. The monster himself is in. Oh my god. Oh, never mind. The monster himself was already in. But he might. That's definitely spec. So he might be thinking that I'm defensive Zygarde, or not faster than him. So he may stay in. We're gonna throw off 1,000 arrows anyway. It's gonna do a lot to everything outside of a defensive Garchomp, of course. But we can 3-hit KO it if he wants to get up rocks. Yep. And then we can defog those around later versus like Kieran Black. So Garchomp is gone. Manaphy is out. Okay, this is a threat too. This is a huge threat. I'll go Amoonguss. Would you set up though? Alright, it goes right for Ice Beam. That's fine. That's fine. This is Spore. I don't know if it's rain. If it's Z Rain Dance, I'm in a bad situation. I'm actually in a bad position. But, or you know, if they choose to freeze me there. Where's A Drive? Oh god, that's terrible. I think I just lose. I really think I just lose. I feel like I just lose to this mon. I need Amoonguss. I also need a Keldeo relatively healthy. Maybe he doesn't have the maybe he doesn't have Energy Ball. That'd be great. Or I get a crit, that's cool too. But that doesn't make up for the fact that, you know, my Amoonguss could have put him to sleep with Spore and then dealt with him. And then had my Keldeo to deal with Kieran Black. Because now I just lose this game. Yeah, because I lose to Chandelure. Maybe I'll get a surprise kill on Chandelure with my Heat Ran and I could win. Hopefully, Choice Band Extreme Speed Adamant does knock out Manaphy. Thank you for the crit, Keldeo. I appreciate that. It wasn't enough, though. We'll sack Amoonguss here, which is why I kept it alive. To sack versus that. And just go out to Zygarde and click 1,000 arrows again. That sucked, man. That sucked. Probably going to sack Zapdos, yeah. I don't know if it's offensive Zapdos, but this is going to do a lot anyway. Okay, I do know it's offensive Zapdos now. Do I risk him being speedy enough to beat me? Do I have a choice? I don't think I had a choice in the matter. Because he has Smackdown, I can just click Earth Power and knock out Zapdos, but that's just... Alright, maybe he'll go Chandelure. Maybe he'll go Chandelure and give me this damage. Because Zapdos can still beat me 1v1. Kieran Black, which is also a great mid-ground play as well. We have to go Scizor on the potential Choice Band Fusion Bolt that could be coming out here. No, not Choice Band, okay. I have to Roost as well because I need to be healthy enough to be able to take on the repeated hits from Kyurem as well as hopefully Sharpedo. There's a Heat Wave coming out. Do I have to predict this Heat Wave? I don't even care. I'm going Heat Rain. I'm still fighting back, but oh, there was the last hope right there. All of this protect would be great. Yeah, that's game. I don't think it was actually a good game because I got frozen, but I'll drop a G. I'll drop a G. I'm gonna get another one. Not ending in there. I like my opponent's team a lot. Looks really cool. I love Alolan Marowak. Hey, did I put on the timer first before I do my... Why did I put timer on twice whenever I play? Let's see what my opponent has. Oh, thank you, friend. Appreciate that. Well, it seems like Zygarde is a great lead because it's something that doesn't put me at a disadvantage immediately versus Marowak, whereas I have switch-ins for everything bar Greninja. I'm gonna go out into my my Zygarde now, though. Let's check if he's Battle Bond or Protein Greninja too. If it comes out, it's a female. You are definitely you're definitely not Battle Bond, but Greninja is his lead of choice. I'm gonna go Keldeo just to see. I'm thinking it is Battle Bond Greninja though. My opponent's makeup looks like kind of battle, like it abuses Battle, but then again, Spikes is so good. Yeah, it's Battle Bond. All right, great. Awesome. That's better. It's not easier to deal with, but I can deal with it. Is the thing. I could really see my opponent doubling into Marowak. Yeah, I was thinking about clicking Surf so badly, guys. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna go Zygarde here because I think rocks are coming up and we can start pressuring him with the Choice Band 1000 Arrows. Good. And I'm gonna click 1000 Arrows now. We are Choice Banded, so still will be 2 KO. Tapu Fini is gonna be taking 10 million damage. Nice and 10 million. I don't want him doubling the Marowak. I also don't die to a Moonblast either, so I'd much rather get rid of Tapu Fini. I'd much rather get rid of Tapu Fini for Tran to be freed up a little bit. Zygarde is checked by Zapdos plus Keldeo. Also, again, your Choice Band 1000 Arrow switch-ins do not exist, so we'll get rid of his Defogger, which means when I get up my rocks, they will be here to stay. Greninja is out. Greninja is here. Where are your Keldeo? You can't have extra sensor if you're Battle Bond, buddy. Ooh, keeps getting me. I just want to click. Next time I pull the trigger, I'm just going to click 1000 Arrows. I don't care. Zygarde is his counter. And we're throwing off an Icy Wind. Not sure if my opponent will double versus this. He probably could. But I think there's no wrong play of going for this move. Or there's nothing wrong with going for this. As he throws off 1000 Arrows. Alright, awesome. I could see Marowak coming in now. That'd be a threat. Either way, I'm going Amoonguss. Yeah. Marowak coming in made the most sense to me, too. Good play. I want rocks up. I can always go Zygarde after. Yeah, so we're going to get up rocks. That way we can go Zygarde and then 2 KO everything. So I'll gladly sack my Heatran to deal with, to put him down with Zygarde. And we even get to get up an Earth Power on Marowak, which is great. One of his few mons that actually pressures Scizor. Another thing is Zapdos is just so good in this game. It deals with Zygarde, it deals with Scizor, it deals with Celesteela. So right into Zygarde we go. And Amoonguss switch-ins are kind of non-existent as well once Marowak goes down. I'm actually going to keep his rocks up just for now. Just because I threaten everything right now. Like, he has no switch-ins for this. Scizor should be 2 KO'd by Adamant Choice Band this prior to Mega Evolution anyway. Celesteela is easily 2-hit KO'd as well. I don't even love if he didn't sack Marrow. I can switch that because nothing is coming in. Nothing is coming in on this attack. Absolutely nothing. Is it offensive Celesteela? It's a good mon. It's good. Definitely good. I want to keep extreme speed in the back, but at the same time, I just want to click 1,000 arrows. Because I can see him U-turning. Ooh, look at that damage. That's some beautiful damage. That is some beautiful damage indeed. We'll go right out to Zapdos here because we can take any attack he wants to go for. Which is the Bullet Punch. And that's also offensive. Zapdos, offensive Scizor, I'm pretty sure. I'm actually going to throw off a Roost too because I see him going Zygarde. I'm not psychic, but I would think that Zygarde would be the play that he wants to make there. And then I can HP Ice twice. Very solid double into Greninja. I really like that play. I don't want to give him Battle Bond. So I'm going to sack my Zygarde to Rocks right here. Also, if he wants to go for U-turn, like now he has no Surf switching, so. Alright, so now you have no Surf Keldeo switchings. My friend. I'm going to go for that. I also should have went Scizor. I think Scizor would have been a great play as well. Because I would have gotten off the Mega and U-turned out. That's also offensive Celesteela. I know that for a fact. Based on that damage. I think he might double, to be honest, because Zapdos is so obvious. I want to throw off a Surf again because I'm pretty sure Surf 2-hit KOs Greninja at 60-something%. But we'll make the better play of just going hard Zapdos. Yeah, that was a good lead sheet. Solid play. Solid play. HP Ice here. Oh god, it's just, is this just Fizz Def? Why'd Surf do 37%, man? Surf did nothing. I'm gonna HP Ice anyway. I don't care. I go with my gut. That's taking control here. I don't want Zygarde coming in and getting recovery. Nice. We can just go right for another HP Ice right here. Knock out Zygarde. I'm still good versus Celesteela. Greninja is still checked by Scizor's U-turn as well as Mungus. And knocking out Zygarde means that I can now spam Disc Charge. Awesome. So Greninja's going to come out. We're going to go with Mungus because a Mungus should be able to take one hit. One Dark Pulse. This is going to be tough though. This is going to be annoying. If he flinches me right here. There you go. Good flinch. And now he gets the bat. Don't put that face when you went for Dark Pulse. It was your best play anyway. It's fine. Keldeo is still necessary to check this thing. Wow, if I put this thing to sleep, he had no switches to HP Fire. That's always fun. I'm gonna allow him to get Battle Bond. That way I can go out to Scizor and just Mega Evolve. And go for U-turn. I actually think I want to defog. I don't think you'd sack or risk your Greninja right here. At the same time, who knows? Because if I go for U-turn, yeah, I don't think you'd risk your Greninja right here. I don't even mind that. Yeah, we're gonna defog away these rocks. So now my game plan had to change a little bit, but I should be slower than this guy. It'd be Roost, and that just gives me a Roost on Zapdos as well. Or you could SD up, which makes sense. Ooh, Zapdos. I don't want to take any unnecessary Bullet Punch damage. So I'm going to double back out into Scizor. Good. Because of that crit, I can actually go for my own Bullet Punch here. Be able to get rid of Scizor. Though, obviously, I did take a lot right there. Man, that flinch was so annoying. It's crazy. Battle Bond Greninja still busted, too. Got some damage right here. I don't want to be in Water Shuriken range. That's also the problem. Ooh, Keldeo. And Secret Sword is always the best play. Always. Oh, he stayed in. Okay, I won. Why'd he do that? I think he thought I would double, but Celesteela was always your play, and then from there you double. I thought you double. No. You always go Celesteela first, and then from there you pressure me, because you actually could take it if you lose less. Anyway, we're doing damage to this guy. You can leech it up all you want. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. You can go for as many leashes as you want, buddy. I'm fine. I'll stall you out too if I have to. This discharge is gonna do a lot anyway. Based on the surf damage, this is easily, it's gonna do like 10 million. Look at that damage, man. That damage was beautiful. Look at discharge again. There you go, good game. So the flinch from Ash Greninja was definitely frustrating. It was definitely frustrating, but I think my opponent made the wrong call. Yes, everything is a 50-50, but when you go Celesteela, you can at least take it and from there force me out, I would say. He did play Ash Greninja well, though. He made all the necessary U-turn calls, and I mean, I would have made the exact same play with Greninja, but I wouldn't have said sorry for it. I never would have said sorry for it because I made that play so I could flinch you. But in any case, guys, I hope you did all enjoy. Feel free, of course, to leave a like, subscribe, do your thing. Check out the Beast Boost merchandise as well. It's available until March 30th, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends.